Hello and welcome back to North Polk High School. We are back again with the North Polk varsity boys game against Roland-Story, and it is senior night, so we'll be recognizing some seniors before the game.
And for the men's basketball team, North Polk has 8 graduating seniors and 2 managers. 10 seniors, correction.
First of all, again, parents, thank you for your countless hours you have spent supporting your sons and daughters and the programs in North Polk. We're proud of these seniors, and we appreciate all that you have done. Now, for our senior managers. First off, Meredith Gill.
First off, we have senior manager Meredith Gill. Next senior up is Kate Jackson, another manager that is graduating.
Kate's activities include dance team, FFA, volleyball manager, track manager, girls soccer manager, boys basketball manager, yearbook, church youth group, and mission trips. Kate is a member of the honor roll. Kate plans to attend Northwest Missouri State University to major in animal science. Our
Next senior is center Sam Carson. It's the starting center for North Polk.
Sammy C is the tallest member of the boys basketball team.
Next senior up is Braden Hawksburden, the starting point guard for the North Polk Comets. He transferred in last year from Centennial and was able to play for the last half of the season. And he's currently the leader of the North Polk Comets with 15 points per game. Next up is senior Pam Marker, the starting forward for the North Polk Comets.
Cameron Marker is student body president this year. And it should be noted that Sam Carson is student body vice president. I apologize for not saying that earlier.
Next up is reserve Quinton MacArthur. Last year, his brother Austin was also a part of the North Polk basketball team. He graduated.
Oh, what is he
here? Quinton is asking Kate Jackson to win her formal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that might be the biggest upset of tonight. I was going to ask Kate Jackson. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Bravo, Quinton. Bravo.
Next up is senior Luke Mccoy, another backup guard.
Luke the Duke McCoy.
He's also a part of the North Polk soccer team and is a pretty decent player for them. Next up is starting guard Colton Parkins. He is also a member of the baseball team. He is one of their starting pitchers, big part of that baseball team.
Colton the King Parkins, as he is known on the court.
Next up here, we have senior forward Quinton Summers. Quinton Summers is also a star track athlete and a star football player.
Quinton Summers qualified in the 4x4 at state, in which he got 6th place, the 400-meter hurdles, in which he got 8th, and the 110 high hurdles.
He also received an offer from Navy, I believe,
Yes, that is correct.
Next up, we have Clay Warner. Clay Warner, the heart and soul of the North Polk Comets basketball team.
Absolutely.
Been a part of it all 4 years.
Clay is the steady beating heart of the team without a doubt.
Best friends with Luke McCoy and Pam Marker. He's a really big part of that North Polk bench.
That's all our seniors tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
And for the second part of the North Polk Roland-Story doubleheader here, we have another Class 3A matchup. 4-11 North Polk taking on 6-10 Roland-Story.
There are 8 seniors for the boys team, 2 including the managers, whereas the girls team only has 4.
And North Polk is following a loss from Bondurant yesterday night, losing 56-61. Earlier on in the season, North Polk did face Roland-Story, and they lost 49-58. We should see a pretty even matchup here, and it should be a decent game to watch. And this game is moments away from being underway here. Starting for North Polk, we have Pam Marker, Colton Parkins, Quinton Summers, Sam Carson, and Braden Hawksbergen. Senior starting lineup there. Starting for Roland-Story, number 14, Cade Fega. Number 20, Dylan Matheson. Number 24, John Sansgard. Number 30, Carter Greenfield. And number 34, Ben Chelsvig.
Cameron the Cat Marker. Braden the Hawk Hawksberger himself. You know him, ladies and gentlemen, that is Colton the King. Mr. Vice President himself, Sammy C. Ooh, summertime comes onto the court.
Would you look at that? Trevor Mathis now has a varsity jersey and will be coming off of the bench for North Polk Comets. The game is about to get underway here. And this is the second part of the North Polk Roland-Story doubleheader. Girls basketball team coming off of a win. Jaden Murphy highlighting with 20 points for North Polk. Sam Carson will tip off for North Polk, and Ben Chelsvig for Roland-Story. North Polk wins the tip-off. Kicks it over Braden to Colton Parkins with the alley-oop layup.
Oh.
Parkins good as North Polk comes off to a quick start there, 2-0.
Roland looks to answer.
John Sandsgaard with the ball, drives in, and turnover. Roland-Story. I believe that is a turnover on Ben Chelsvig there. Parkins to inbound the ball. Marker taking the ball up the floor now.
North Polk boys have a chip on their shoulder from a very close loss last night.
Marker with the ball, kicks over to Hawksbergen. Sam Carson screen on left. Braden does not use it, goes in and is blocked. So North Polk will retain possession here. Hawksbergen to inbound. Inbounds to Parkins. Parkins over to Marker. Marker with the nice spin move, called for a block on number 14, Cade Faga. Hawksbergen will inbound again. Look for a quick inbound here to Parkins. Hawksbergen instead looks for Cam Marker, wide open with the layup.
The cat slips
North
in.
Polk for 2. Swings it over to Faga. Faga drives in, kicks it over to number 20, Dylan Matheson. Stolen away by Parkins. Summers trip, no call there. And it will be called a foul on North Polk.
Excellent sportsmanship. Braden Hawksbergen was seen helping number 24 up.
Foul was called on Hawksbergen, his first. Ball's inbounded to Greenfield. Greenfield takes the ball. Hard screen there. Swings it over to Sandsgaard. Sandsgaard to Matheson. Matheson over in the corner to Faga. Faga with the 3, and no good as Parkins will grab the rebound. Marker takes the ball up the floor, swings it up to Hawksbergen. Hawksbergen over to Marker. Marker down the middle and tries to swing it over to Summers. Bounces off his hands out of bounds.
Hits a Roland cheerleader to boot.
Hawksbergen only man up on the press. Summers with solid defense there. Open 3 for Matheson. Matheson with the 3.
Very deep 3 right there.
4-3 with 6:30 remaining in the first. Marker will take the ball up the floor. Kicks it over to Parkins. Parkins drives. Tries to go up with the layup, is blocked. A little bit of contact there, but no call. Roland-Story takes the ball up the floor. Kicks it over to Faga. Faga for the 3, and good. Roland-Story takes the lead, 4-6 here. With 6 minutes remaining in the first. Marker kicks over to Summers. Summers looks for somebody to pass to. Passes it to Hawksbergen. Hawksbergen with the move. Nope. Over to Marker. Marker drives in. Easy layup. Goes up at the right. 6-6 here. 5:40 remaining. And that is layup is
Roland
good
answers.
by Ben Chelsvig. So he extends the lead to 2. We've seen 3 lead changes here early as Comets have ball. And Hawksbergen kicks over to Marker. Marker drives once again over to Parkins in the corner, up to Hawksbergen. Pump fakes, pulls up with the midi, and that is good by Braden Hawksbergen. All tied up here at 8.
Braden Hawksbergen, typically a very high scorer for the Comets.
He does lead the Comets with 15 points per game. That shot is good by Carter Greenfield.
In contrast to the girls' game, we seem to have seen quite a bit of scoring early in the game for the boys. Looking to be a very high-scoring game.
Parkins has the ball on the wing. Summers drives in, goes up for it. 2 shots here coming up for Summers at the line. Summers has somewhat struggled from the line this season, as he only shoots 35% from the free throw line. Summers here. And the second one is good. as he extends the North Polk Comets score to 9. Roland-Story still leads with 10 as 4:30 remains in the first. Swung to the corner to Matheson. Matheson goes back up top to Greenfield. Greenfield has the ball. Double team on Greenfield. Greenfield swings it over. Over into the corner. Greenfield has the ball. Swung to the corner to Eel. Eel with the 3, and no good, is knocked out of bounds by Roland-Story. North Polk will have the ball the other way.
9-10. Norsemen have a early lead.
Norsemen have a 1-point lead right now with 4 minutes remaining in the first. Marker hands the ball off to Parkins. Parkins to Summers. Summers over to Hawksbergen. Hawksbergen takes the ball. Oh, and a hard pass over to Summers as it bounces off his chest and turns it over. Eel has the ball, passes to Greenfield. Greenfield over to Sandsgaard. Sandsgaard has it up top. Drives in, kicks it over. And one by Dylan Matheson. Matheson is the Roland-Story leading scorer with 9 points per game. So far already he has 5 and is looking for his 6 here at the line. Quinton MacArthur's checked in, and so is Jevin.
Jevin Sullivan, the youngest member of the team, as only a freshman.
And no good with the free throw. Braden Hawksbergen comes up with the rebound. Like you said, Jevin Sullivan is the youngest player on the team, and he averages about 7.6 points per game. As North Polk turns the ball over there. Eel takes the ball up the floor, kicks it over to Matheson. Matheson drives down the middle, kicks it out into the corner to Zach Tweet. And that is a missed layup by Sandsgaard. Braden Hawksbergen takes the ball up the floor. Pump fakes, kicks it down to MacArthur. Pump fakes again. Braden Hawksbergen, easy layup, goes up, and even with the contact from Tweet, Braden Hawksbergen is able to make the layup. Sandsberg pulls up, and that is good by Sandsgaard. Pushes the score to 15-11. Roland-Story leads, 2:30 remaining in the first. Jevin Sullivan with a nice between the legs there, kicks it to Pam Marker. Braden cuts, is not hit, kicks it to the corner. Braden Hawksbergen has the ball. Hawksbergen cuts down low to Pam Marker. Pam Marker gets double team, turns back around, kicks it into the corner. Parkins with an open 3. Parkins is good.
Ooh. Colton
15-14 now. North Polk down by 1. 2 minutes remaining in the first.
Colton Parkins, all-around amazing athlete. Football, he is the quarterback. In baseball, he is the pitcher. And on the court, he is the king.
Luke McCoy checks in for Braden Hawksbergen here, following the turnover by Dylan Eel as he tried to get the ball down low to Tweet. Jevin Sullivan will take the ball up the floor, inbounded from Colton Parkins. Kicks it over to Parkins. Screen set by MacArthur. Nice roll there by MacArthur, is not hit. Marker with the ball. Oh, tries to go up with it. Blocked by number 10, Sam Scar. Matheson with the ball. Sandsgaard kicks it back over to Eel. Eel kicks out. Sandsgaard. Sandsgaard pump fakes, drives. Nice behind the back there by Sandsgaard. Sandsgaard down low to Eel. Eel back up to Sandsgaard. Sandsgaard over to Matheson. Matheson will keep the ball at the top here as 1:30 remains in the first. Eel steps out of bounds as it's passed to him in the corner.
Luke McCoy, number 12 for the Comets, a presence on defense.
North Polk is down by 1 as 1:20 remains in the first. Jevin Sullivan will take the ball up the floor here. Pam Marker with the ball at the top. Holds the ball on the wing there. Kicks the ball out to Parkins. Parkins almost stumbles. Oh, tried to get it down low to Cam. Cam was not ready for the pass. as the pass goes through his hands and out of bounds. Another North Polk turnover. 58 seconds remain in the first here. 15-14, Roland-Story. Eel passes
shaping up to be a very
Scar.
close game, Colton. Very close game.
And an open three for Scar in the corner, and that is good. 18-14 now, Roland-Story, as 30 remains in the first.
Looking to pull ahead.
Roland-Story to look to pull ahead early as they lead by 4. Oh, a travel is called on Parkins while he was dribbling the ball. Must be a late call there.
You know, I can't help but agree with Colby, however.
Eel takes the ball up the floor. Nice moves there on Mccoy. Mccoy with the tough defense. 5 seconds is called there. Roland-Story turnover. That is solid defense by Luke Mccoy.
You know, I said it earlier.
The turnover.
He's a presence on defense, absolutely.
16 seconds remaining here in the first. North Polk looking to try to cut into that deficit. They are down by 4 here in the first. Braden Hawksbergen inbounds the marker. Hawksbergen will take the ball up. North Polk needs to score here. Cut the lead to 2. Kicks out of Jevin. Jevin with the 3. No good as it's tipped by Roland-Story. Oh, Luke McCoy almost with the behind-the-back save. Half-court shot, no good. 18-14, Roland-Story after the first.
You know, you really gotta recognize the athleticism of Colton Parkins down there. The way he took that in bounds, ran to the other side, and then he also caught it out of bounds. You know, I think it might be time to get Colton Parkins out for track.
Luke McCoy almost had the nice save there, but unfortunately ended up in Roland-Story's hands. And North Polk is still down by 4 at the end of the first here.
I would like to take this moment to thank everyone who is watching the live stream from home and ask you guys to please subscribe. It doesn't take hardly a moment. You're already on the page. Turn on post notifications if you're really feeling it, and please spread the word to your friends. This is our first broadcast, and we look to do very many more.
Roland-Story inbounds the ball here. And a foul is called on North Polk. That is called on Jevin Sullivan. That's his first. Dylan Eel to inbound the ball. Inbounds to Carter Greenfield. Greenfield keeps the ball up top. Chelsvig swings it over. Ends up in the Eel to the corner for a 3. Extends the lead to 7. 21-14 here.
You know, that corner has been a real thorn in the side of the Comets. They've let off 4 threes from that spot alone.
Brain down low to Cam. Cam with the open layup, and that is good by Pam Marker. Pam Marker hit in the face with the ball. 16-21 here. North Polk is down with 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. McClarth passes it down, and turnover by number 34, Ben Chelsvig, as Cam Marker gets steal, brings the ball up the floor. Nice pass to Sam Carson. Pass is bobbled. Hawksbergen over to Jevin for the 3. That is no good. Ball ends up out of bounds. Jevin with the open look there. Shot it a little too hard there and bounced that off the rim and out of bounds.
Leading scorer for the Comets right now is number 4, Cameron Marker, with 6 points.
Roland-Story takes the ball up the floor here. Scar with the ball. Scar kicks it to Eel. Eel drives, and layup is no good. And offensive rebound by Chelsvig. Chelsvig kicks out to Eel with the deep three, and no good. As the ball ends up out of bounds, North Polk ball.
It's Comet 16, Norseman 21.
Jevin Sullivan to inbound the ball here. Pam Marker will take the ball up the floor. Eel on Marker. Kicks to Hawksbergen. Hawksbergen, nice screen by Summers. Hawksbergen drives, pull up midi there, and off almost banked that in. Eel takes the ball up the floor, rebounded by Chelsvig. Fega with the ball. Fega to Eel. Eel drives, kicks out to Fega. Fega pump fakes, drives down the middle. A foul is called on number 4, Cam Marker. That is his first. Dylan Matheson and John Sansgaard have checked into the game. Kobe Bouchard and Colton Parkins come in. Jevin Sullivan and Cam Marker exit. Matheson inbounds to Chelsvig. Chelsvig kicks it back out. Fega with it in the corner, drives, kicks it over Chelsvig. Chelsvig with a strong layup, and that is good. 16-23 here with 6 minutes remaining in the second. Bouchard with the ball. Kicks over to Braden. Nice screen by Summers, rolls. Parkins with the ball now. Nice between the legs there, almost turns it over. Bouchard for the three, and that is good by Kobe Bouchard.
Kobe Bouchard is absolutely a sniper. His older brother Cole led the district in threes into week 4 of last season.
And cuts the lead to 4 with 5:30 remaining here in the half. Matheson with the ball, Braden on him. Sam Carson with the foul and one. Matheson at the line for one. Sam Carson with a strong defense there, but it was a little too physical. Gets called for the foul. That's his first. Matheson at the line. Matheson is good at the line. 25-19 here. 26-19 here with 5 minutes remaining in the half. Matheson with 8 points for the Roland-Story. Bouchard with the ball. Parkins fake hands off to Summers. Parkins almost turns the ball over, saves it. Bouchard with the ball.
Parkins again with the
open on the wing. Trapped in the corner. Hawksbergen for the three. No good. Summers with the rebound over to Parkins. North Polk able to control the rebound. Summers down low, kicks it over to Bouchard, over to Parkins for the three, and no good. Oh, Sam Carson almost with the offensive rebound there. Tipped out by him. It'll be Roland-Story ball. 26-19 here with 5 remaining in the second. Vega takes the ball up the floor here. Vega drives, layup, and one. Roland-Story back at the line for another one. North Polk here struggling with fouls, as that is their third and one. Cade Fega at the line. Cam Marker and Quinton MacArthur check in.
The second half has seen a significant decrease in scoring for both teams, as the first half was filled with many baskets.
Bouchard and Carson get subbed out for MacArthur and Marker. Fega at the line. Vega is good. Extends Roland-Story score to 29. They now lead by 10 with 4:30 remaining in the second. Marker drives in. Kicks it out to Quinton MacArthur. MacArthur with the ball. Over to Summers. Summers to Hawksbergen. Kicks it to Parkins. Parkins down for Marker. Marker with the and one. It's going to be 21-29. Cuts the lead to 8. Marker at the line for one.
You can't count the Comets out of this game. 8 points is not that many, especially with a high-scoring team such as North Polk.
Luke McCoy checked in for Quinton Summers for the Comets. Number 10, Sam Scar comes in for Roland-Story. For Dylan Fega, or Cade Fega, my bad. 4 minutes remain in the half. Cam Marker at the line for one. And the free throw is good. 22-29. Roland-Story leads. Carter Greenfield with the ball up top. Sandsgaard now. Kicks it over to Greenfield. Back to Sandsgaard. Over to Matheson. Rotating around the wing here. Over into the corner. Matheson with the ball on the opposite wing. Opposite wing to Scar. Back up top. Nice ball movement here by Roland-Story. Trying to break the zone defense here that the Comets are putting on. Matheson inbounds the ball after that was tipped out by the Comets. Sandsgaard has the ball up top. 2-3 zone here by the Comets. Matheson almost decided to pull up there. Sandsgaard with the ball. Drives. Turns around. Kicks it back out. Scar with the dribble. Pull up there. No good. Quinton MacArthur comes up with the ball.
Good move by number 10. Unable to finish.
Braden Hawksbergen with the three. And no good. Oh, MacArthur tries to get the offensive board there. Ends up with the over-the-back call there as he tried to smack the ball over to one of his teammates. 22-29, 3 minutes remain in the half.
It is worth mentioning that the Comets have 7 fouls to Roland-Story's 3. Can't say I'm very surprised, as the girls' game was incredibly rough, especially for a girls' game. I expect a couple fouls to come this way.
Parkins checked in for MacArthur. Chelsvig at the line. Shot is no good. Marker with the rebound. Hawksbergen take the ball up the floor.
Oh, Braden.
Braden in the corner to Jevin. Jevin Sullivan with the ball. Screen set by Marker. Sullivan kicks it to Parkins. Parkins to Hawksbergen.
Oh.
Hawksbergen out to Marker. Marker in the corner. Sullivan for the three. No good. 29-22, Roland-Story with 2:30 remaining in the half. In the corner for Scar. No good. Hawksbergen with the rebound. Pushes the ball up the floor to Parkins. Parkins across court to Jevin. Jevin comes up with the ball there. Saves it from being a turnover. Hawksbergen to Marker. Hands it off to Sullivan. Sullivan now. Hawksbergen. Down to Marker. Marker drives. Spins back around. Up with the layup, and that is good by Cam Marker. 29-24 with 2 minutes remaining in the half. Comets down by 5 as they're still in a 2-3 zone. Greensfield with an open three. No good. Matheson comes up with the board and makes the easy layup. Matheson now has 10 for Roland-Story. Hawksbergen brings the ball up the floor here. Marker drives in, dishes it off to Braden. Braden up strong, and that is good by Braden Hawksbergen. 26-31 here, a minute 30 remaining in the half. Scar passes over to Matheson. Matheson, the leading scorer tonight for Roland-Story. Kicks it over to Greensfield. Eel dishes to Scar. Scar to Greenfield. Chelsvig in the middle for Roland-Story. Greenfield over to Matheson. Matheson to Eel. Eel with the floater, and that is good. 33-26, Roland-Story with a minute remaining in the half. Hawksbergen to take the ball up the floor.
You know, everything the Comets are dishing out, Roland-Story is giving it right back to him.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, a charge is called on Jevin Sullivan.
Interesting. We'll leave your opinion on that up to the viewers at home.
The North Polk student section is upset with that call, and rightfully so.
It's not just the student section. It appears as though that everyone in the North Polk stands are not too happy with that call.
It did not seem Chelsvig was set, but that call cannot be overturned. Matheson up top to Sandsgaard. Sandsgaard over to Scar. Timeout here. Roland-Story as 37 remains on the clock. 33-26 here, nearing the end of the half. Both teams coming out strong here as Roland-Story has the 7-point lead here.
Absolutely.
North Polk struggling with fouls here in the first half as they have 8 compared to Roland-Story's 3. We'll see how they decide to fix that up here in the second half. If they decide to play more passively or if they continue to play as aggressively as they have. Marker leading the North Polk Comets with 11. Matheson with Roland-Story with 10.
I'd like to give a shout out to Jackson McLean for watching our broadcast. Thank you, Jackson. And take this time to ask everyone to subscribe and turn on post notifications and spread the word of North Polk broadcast. And the more people watch these, the more we can do stuff like this.
Matheson to inbound the ball for Roland-Story here. 37 remains on the clock. Oh, and a turnover there. And almost turned over as Sam Carson was not ready. A foul is called on number 24, John Sansgaard. Jevin Sullivan and Kobe Bouchard, Colton Parkins are going to be checked in the game. For Quinton MacArthur, Sam Carson, and Luke Mccoy. .30 remains here in the second. 33-26, Roland-Story leads. Marker inbounds the ball to Hawksbergen. Marker now has the ball at the top. Over to Parkins on the wing. Parkins drives in, dishes it off to Marker. Hawksbergen for the 3, and that is good. 33-29, 17 here remains in the first.
That's the Braden Hawksbergen we've grown to love right there.
Hawksbergen, 35% from 3 on the season. 42 from the field.
That is going to make this a 4-point game. Now that's
33-29 here with 30-second timeout.
You know, I would just like to say this is not the North Polk boys team we saw last year. The team we have this year is a lot more focused, a lot more communication, and overall, I'd say a lot better of a team. Thoughts on that, Colby?
Yeah, the record certainly doesn't show it, but every night North Polk comes out and they battle their hardest and they try to go out and get the victory every night. They end up short, but they put in their 100%, and it's definitely showing in this game as they cut the lead to 4 here with 16 seconds remaining.
I definitely agree.
Roland-Story with the ball. 12 seconds on the clock here. Turnover. Braden Hawksbergen with the steal. Marker with the ball. 5 seconds remaining on the clock. Marker pushes it up. Kicks it over to Luke Mccoy for the 3. Travel is called. No shot there. 0.3 seconds remain. We will go in the half. 33-29, Roland-Story. Strong outing here by both teams as
absolutely
both have been coming out hot, and it's definitely been showing. 29-33, North Polk is down. Pam Marker with 11 points.
I got to say the big takeaways from the half have been, in my opinion, number 20 definitely having the best hair out of every competitor out there.
With the headband holding the hair back, it is a look.
Yeah, call it an iconic look. With the score being 29-33, the Comets will not take another defeat after last night. You know, before the game, we actually talked to Braden Hawksbergen and Sam Carson, and they definitely were looking for a win tonight, and they're certainly fighting for it.
Yeah, North Polk is hungry for a win, especially after the close loss yesterday to Bondurant-Farrar. And I just expect North Polk to come out even stronger in the second half here and possibly obtain the lead.
Absolutely.
It'll be an exciting half, and we'll see how it shapes up for North Polk and Roland-Story.
Yeah. Also, big shout out to the student section today. Very into the game. Gotta love that.
A large crowd here has shown up for Roland-Story versus North Polk for both games. Girls won the first split here, beating the Roland-Story Norsemen.
We are now in halftime, so I invite you to come back in roughly 8 minutes where we will resume North Polk versus Roland-Story.
North Polk 29, Roland-Story 33 at the half. And we are moments away
testing.
from the...
That's a little loud.
We are moments away here from the start of the second half. North Polk is down by 4. And we'll see how they decide to come out of the break and how strong they decide to be. They had 8 fouls in the first. Roland-Story had 4. We'll see if they keep up the intensity on defense or if they back down a little bit.
Yeah.
Pam Marker, 11 points for North Polk. He's their leading scorer. Dylan Matheson with 10 on Roland-Story.
Well, one thing is certain, both of these teams won it. And that's what's going to make this second half a lot more interesting than the first, is we're going to be seeing a lot of risky moves, a lot of big plays. There's going to be a lot of things that really change the game.
I expect both teams to come out firing and come out hot, and both of them want this win. North Polk, like we said, is coming off of a loss from Bondurant yesterday, and they want nothing more than that 5th win on their season. And we are underway of the 3rd quarter here. I believe Roland-Story will start with the ball.
Got 5 seniors out on the court, and it is obvious to see the kind of toll that the graduation is going to be taking on North Polk High School.
Correction, North Polk
players
will have the ball. Pam Marker has the ball. Marker down to Sam. Sam gets hacked down low by Chelsvig.
You hate to see that. You really do.
Sam at the free throw line. Sam Carson for 2. Sam Carson is he's been struggling from the line this year. 26% on the season as he misses the first. Second free throw here. And the second one is also no good. Chelsvig with the rebound. Dishes to Sandgard. Sandgard up to the wing, and that is Carter Greenfield with a 3. Summers inbounds to Cam Marker. Marker takes the ball down the floor. Marker over to Hawksbergen. Hawksbergen down low to Cam. Marker over to Sam Carson. Carson dribbles in and gets called for the charge. Ball will be going the other way. Roland-Story ball.
You can see the aggression already starting to show up in this game.
Both teams trying to come out hot as it is 36-29 with 7:30 remaining in the 3rd. Fega to take the ball up the floor. Fega hands it off to Sandsgaard. Sandsgaard spins, dishes it off to Chelsvig. Chelsvig misses the layup.
Summertime on that rebound.
Hawksbergen to Marker. Marker drives in, hop steps and floats that in. 36-31 here. North Polk is down by 5 with 7 remaining in the 3rd. Wow. That is a nice shot by Greenfield in the corner.
Roland-Story
extends the lead here to 8. 39-31.
You know, it is clear that Roland-Story is not looking to make this easy.
Full time out here for the Comets as they need to regroup and try to stop. Roland-Story here, they've just come out hot, and Comets don't have an answer for it right now. We'll see how they come out of this timeout and respond.
I'd like to take a quick moment to shout out to Luke Nielsen for viewing our podcast, or not podcast, broadcast. And I would like it very much. Everyone who is watching right now could click subscribe, maybe turn on post notifications, whatever floats your boat. And make sure to tune in for the next game as we bring you right back to North Polk versus Roland-Story in 25 seconds.
39-31 here. Both teams coming out of the full timeout, looking to try to fire on all cylinders here, as Roland-Story has already been doing after the half. Cam Marker to inbound the ball here. Inbounds at Parkins. Parkins hands off to Marker. Marker with the ball. Kicks it out to Parkins. Parkins drives in, floats it up, and that's a miss.
Solid rebound.
Vega takes the ball at the floor. Pull up. That is good.
Ooh.
By Cade Vega with the 3. Extends the score 42-31. Roland-Story. Cam Marker dishes it off to Parkins.
Since the half, Roland-Story is 4 for 4 on threes.
Braden Hawksbergen with the ball. Hawksbergen over to Parkins. Carsonson looks to set the screen. Cam Marker goes the other way. Hop steps there. Lays that up there for 2.
Cam the Cat.
42-31. Cam Marker really uses that hop step to his advantage to make some room inside in which he's able to score. Marker with 15 here for North Polk. Chelsea kicks to the corner of Matheson for the 3, and that is good. Matheson with the 3 for Roland-Story as he extends the score 45-33.
Roland-Story 5 for 5 on 3 since the half.
Braden Hawksbergen pulls up from mid-range and misses. Chelsea with a strong board there as Sam Carson battles for the offensive board. Vega with the ball, drives in. Little reverse layup there and no good. Sam Carson with the rebound.
North Polk needs to answer.
Marker will be at the line for 2. Foul is called on number 20, Dylan Matheson. Dylan Matheson has really been a strong force here for Roland-Story. He has 13 points. And Cam Marker's trying to answer back with his 15 as he has 2 at the line. First one is good for Cam Marker. He now has 16. Cuts the deficit to 11, 45-34 with 5.5 remaining in the third. Here's the second free throw for Marker. Cam Marker can only convert 1 of 2. MacArthur tries to go up for that offensive board and hits the floor hard. Greensfield dishes off to Sandsgaard. Sandsgaard with the ball now. Sandsgaard over to Greenfield. Back to Sandsgaard. Over to Matheson. Back to Sandsgaard. Greenfield with the 3. No good. With the 3 from Greenfield. Oh. Hawksbergen tries to dish over to Marker. Marker was not paying attention as the ball sails out of bounds.
Hawksbergen seems disappointed after that.
North Polk has had a multitude of turnovers here after the half. They need to turn it around if they want to come back into this game. And that is a banked-in 3 by Cade Vega. Wow, that was a prayer and a half. North Polk is upset right now. You can see the frustration on their face. They have not came out to the start that they want to after half. It's been relatively slow as they are now down by 15, 48-34 here in the third quarter.
Incredible. Roland-Story, 6 out of 7 on 3 since the half. Burying North Polk with a 14-point lead. But can the Comets come back?
They've just been firing on all cylinders here, especially from deep. Cade Vega with the banked-in 3 there before the break caused North Polk to call a timeout there. Kobe Bouchard is checked in for the North Polk Comets. Marker to inbounds the ball to Bouchard. 48-34, 4:40 remaining in the third. Bouchard takes the ball up the floor here. Bouchard over to McCoy. McCoy has an open lane left but does not take it. Sam with the hard screen. MacArthur dishes it over to Marker. Marker looks to attack middle, spins in, and gets blocked by Dylan Matheson. Marker with the steal. All right, there we go. There's a foul called on number 30, Greenfield. Marker did his job. He dove in there, got the ball, came up with the steal, and then caused Roland-Story there with a foul. Bouchard will inbound. Bouchard into Marker. Marker with the ball at the top. McCoy cuts down low. He's not open. Over to Bouchard. MacArthur posts up. Cam Marker drives in. Marker up top to McCoy. McCoy back up to Marker. Marker drives in. Dishes out to McCoy. McCoy for the 3. That is good. Ooh. Luke McCoy with the 3. 48-37 as they cut the lead down to 11.
Luke McCoy making that lead a little bit less, working their way back.
McCoy with his first points of the game. The ball is out of bounds. Zach Tweet cannot catch the pass there.
Couldn't seem to hold on to the ball. Zach Tweet is committed to the Iowa State University on a full-ride scholarship for football.
And he's only a sophomore for Roland-Story. Bouchard will take the ball off the floor here. Bouchard over to Sullivan. Sullivan looks to pass to Marker. Marker cuts. Marker with the ball in the corner. Drives in. Dishes out to McCoy. Over to Sullivan. Sullivan with the floater. No good. Greenfield takes the ball up the floor. Passes to Matheson. Back to Greenfield. Roland-Story really likes just throwing the ball back and forth here, and it works out well. It ends up creating space for against North Polk's zone defense here.
Roland-Story definitely looking to slow down offense. Got a pretty comfortable lead, and they're looking to sit on it.
Matheson with the ball on the wing. Goes to the corner to Fega. Fega back up to Sandsgaard. Tweet posting up in the middle. Sandsgaard back over to Fega. Fega for the three. No good. Greenfield with the rebound, and that is another basket by Roland-Story here. They are come out hot after the break. Bouchard in the corner. 50-37 here with 2.5 remaining in the third. Bouchard over to Jevin Sullivan. Sullivan pump fakes. Bouchard with the open three. No good. McCoy with the offensive rebound. The layup and one. Luke McCoy with the and one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Luke McCoy. Very physical player.
You know, that's a smart play there by Luke McCoy. Luke McCoy's able to get behind the defense and grab that offensive board and gets himself the and one with a strong finish there. Luke McCoy with one at the line. He now has 5 in this game, 39-50 with 2:20 remaining in the third. Luke McCoy misses the free throw. Sullivan tries to grab the offensive board, but ends up in Matheson's hands. Scar dishes it off to Matheson. Matheson to Sandsgaard. Sandsgaard with the ball now. Over to Greenfield. Sandsgaard to Matheson. Back to Sandsgaard. Greenfield with the ball. Pull up from Greenfield, and that is good.
Wow.
Roland-Story is just hot from the three-point line after the break. And North Polk cannot answer back. As Marker is fouled there, he'll have 2 at the line.
North Polk has been relying on driving it to the basket and finishing. However, Roland-Story has been so heavily behind a three-pointer that it looks like North Polk might be in for a little bit of a hard time.
Marker at the line for 2 after the three-pointer from Roland-Story. 53-39 with 2 minutes remaining in third. First free throw bounces around the rim and out for Cam Marker. 39 still for the Comets. Cam Marker with the second one at the line here. That one is no good. Matheson with the rebound. Eel takes the ball up the floor here. Bouchard on defense. McCoy guarding Matheson. Back to Eel. Matheson with the ball now. Good post defense by Quinton MacArthur. Bouchard with the tough defense on Eel. And Greenfield with the ball. He's proven to be a three-point threat for the Roland-Story Norsemen. Same with Eel. Won't be surprised if Eel looks for another 3. Matheson with the ball now. In the corner to Scar. Back to Eel. Up at top with Greenfield. Greenfield drives in. Ooh, a foul is called. I'm guessing that is on Luke McCoy.
After the half, things seem to flip-flop as Roland-Story has 5 fouls, with North Polk only having 2.
MacArthur, Bouchard, and McCoy are subbed out. Summers, Parkins, and Hawkesbury are in the game now. Scar to inbound. Greenfield with the wide-open 3, and that is good. Another Roland-Story three-pointer.
Roland-Story has been deadly behind the 3 all night.
And Greenfield has really been the player of the half right now for Roland-Story, as he is now their leading scorer with 16. Marker with the ball now, up top to Hawksbergen. 53 remains on the clock, 56-39 in the third. Jevin Sullivan, no good from 3. Greenfield with the rebound. Eel takes the ball off the floor.
Jevin Sullivan yet to score on the night.
Deep 3 from Eel, no good. Foul is called on Greene County. That was a deep 3 from Eel. That's about his second deep 3. I definitely think they can look for a better shot, but why not keep attacking from the 3 if it's working for you? 56-39 here with 38 remaining in the third.
You know, with a lead as big as they got, I can't blame them for trying that long-range 3.
Timeout here. Bouchard's going to be checked into the game. Pam Marker has 16 right now for the Comets. And Matheson and Greenfield are both at 13 for Roland-Story. Roland-Story is really came out in the half firing from deep, and it's been working for them. They're able to get their score up now, up by 17.
I'd like to take a quick moment to shout out North Polk alumni Grant Crowett, who is watching from UNI, and remind everyone to subscribe and possibly hit that notifications bell. This is our first broadcast. We'd like to do a lot more of them, and your support does help.
And North Polk looking for an answer for all the 3s from Roland-Story here after the timeout. Sullivan inbounds to Marker. Marker will take the ball up the floor. Swings it over to Sullivan. Sullivan swings it in the corner to Parkins. Up to Bouchard. Marker with the ball now. Marker drives middle, backs it back out. Sullivan with a nice pass fake there. Almost turned over. Hawksbergen with the ball. Nice crossover there. Steps up in the middle, and foul is called. That will be on the floor. No shot there. Foul is called on number 30, Carter Greenfield. That's his third. Hawksbergen at the line.
I would just like to say that this game has been entertaining in a lot of ways. After the half, though, Roland-Story has been dominating, absolutely.
First one falls there for Hawksbergen. 56-40 here with 14 seconds remaining in the third.
I'd like to take another brief moment to shout out another viewer, Cale Engelbrechtson.
Hawksbergen goes 2 for 2 from the line, cuts the lead down to 15 here. 14 remaining in the third. Summers and McCoy are checked in here for Sullivan and Bouchard. Nice press defense here by the Comets.
Oh.
Scar has the ball, kicks it off to Chesfield for the open layup.
Excellent finish.
4 seconds remain. Hawksbergen with the ball. Pull up from Braden. No good. Parkins with the rebound. Tries to get the ball up in time, but cannot. 58-41 here at the end of the third. And North Polk cannot find an answer right now for Roland-Story after the break.
It's clear North Polk is beginning to struggle out there. I see some exhaustion out of Pam Marker, who's played a good majority of this game and leads the Comets in scoring with 16 points.
Followed by Braden Hawksbergen with 11 points. Both of the guards right now have really been the big factors for North Polk here. And I expect them to keep getting the ball here in the second half and trying to look to score.
I'd go as far to say that North Polk is almost dominated in every other aspect of this half other than 3 points. I am astonished by how many Roland-Story has made with such accuracy. That corner 3 is not something to mess with.
Roland-Story continues to look from 3 against North Polk's 2-3 zone here, but North Polk remains to stay in the 2-3 zone even after the deep threat from Roland-Story. Roland-Story will inbound the ball here to start the fourth. 58-41. 8 minutes left in the game. Eel inbounds the ball. Vega with the ball.
Hey, hit one.
Sorry about that. Little technical difficulties there.
Sorry about the delay on that, ladies and gentlemen. We bring you back to the game.
3 from Scar, and that is high and to the right, no good. Summers with the tough rebound there. Braden brings the ball up the floor, drives it middle, kicks over to Pam Marker with the pull-up 3. Ooh, off the mark there. Ooh, good play there by Fega as he throws the ball off of Quinton Summers' leg.
Noticeable frustration on Quinton Summers' face right now. He's not liking the way this game is shaping up.
Pam Marker with the tough defense there. You got to be careful or you're going to get called for a foul. Summers with the steal. Kicks the ball to Parkins in the corner. Braden Hawksbergen with the open 3. Off again. About the same spot. Marker airballed. Parkins tries to swing it over, but turns the ball over in the hands of Scar. Fega takes the ball up the floor now. Fega holds the ball up top. Kicks it over to Eel. Eel skips it across to Matheson. Matheson to Chesville. And a reach-in foul called by, I believe, Summers. Yep, that'll be on number 40, Quinton Summers. Number 50, Quinton Summers. His first foul of the contest. Hawksbergen on Eel right now. Chesville's open. Will not take 3. Skips it over to Fega. Fega drives in right. Goes up with a strong layup. And heavily contested there by Pam Marker. Marker takes the ball up the floor. Over to Parkins for the 3. And no good.
North Polk is looking desperately behind the three-point line to try and find some answer to Roland-Story.
Strong defense there. Oh.
Highly contested call. I can't say I agree with that.
North Polk players are visibly upset right now after a questionable call there by the refs on the out of bounds there. From here, it looked like it might have been out on Fega. The refs have said that it bounced off of North Polk Comets. Braden Hawksbergen visibly upset after that call. But he's got to be careful there not to pick up the technical foul.
North Polk student section is furious about that. Most of them have sat down.
Strong defense in the corner on Chesville. Fega with the ball up top. Fega over to Eel. Double team on Eel. Oh, a quick foul is called as Cam Marker reaches in on Eel. That'll be Cam Marker's second. 6:20 remaining here, 58-41. Inbounds it to Eel. Braden Hawksbergen rips him down. No foul is called.
Summertime.
But a foul is called on
I apologize for not
Summers.
getting the camera over there fast enough for the viewers at home.
Roland-Story fans are upset, and reasonably so. It did seem that Hawksbergen ripped down Eel, and that's how Eel lost the ball. Ended up in Summers' hands. Summers got fouled going up for the layup. Summers misses the first. 58-41 here, 6:16 remaining in the fourth. Summers here with the second free throw. Summers goes 0 for 2 at the line.
That's a real heartbreaker right there.
Fega takes the ball up the floor. Fega has 12 for Roland-Story. Dishes off to Matheson. Matheson kicks it over to Chesville. Chesville swings it back over to Fega. Fega holds the ball up top. It looks like they're going to try to run some time off the clock and bring North Polk up so that way they can drive. Indeed, that's what they do. Greenfield has it up top. A little bit of contact there, no call. Parkins, nice defense there. Hawksbergen switches over. Greenfield drives right by. Eel with the ball up top. And
wide open 3.
the 2-3 zone is not working right now for the Comets, but they remain dependent on it as Roland-Story leads by 20 with 5:16 remaining in the fourth. Parkins in the corner with an open 3. No good.
Wide open.
Comets firing everywhere right now, but they can just not get their shots to fall.
You know, it's clear that the team is getting a little bit exhausted here.
Roland-Story
shows no signs of wear.
And Roland-Story is not slowing down whatsoever. They just keep firing. And you have 3 guys on 1 person, leaving Eel wide open. Matheson with the ball up top, kicks it over to Fega. Fega drives in. A foul is called on Hawksbergen. That's going to be Hawksbergen's second.
North Polk clearly going for a much more aggressive defense after the flurry of threes that Roland threw at him.
4:37 remaining here in the fourth, 61-41. North Polk down by 20. Summers and Parkins are subbed out. McCoy and Carsonson come into the game.
McCoy's signature defense might come in handy at this point in the game.
They need something going their way to stop this just 3-point barrage by Roland-Story.
14 in the corner, wide open.
Won't be surprised they skip it over to Eel, wide open in the corner again. And luckily, he is off the mark with that 3. Just tries to dish it down low to Chesville. That's a turnover. Stolen by Quinton MacArthur. Marker will take the ball up the floor. 4 minutes remaining in the fourth, 61-41. Hawksbergen with the deep 3, and that is good.
That's what Braden Hawksbergen looks like, ladies and gentlemen.
Eel with the ball now.
You know, Braden's been looking for that all night. It's about time he got one.
Roland-Story really looking to waste time off the clock, trying to bring the Comets defense up so that way we can drive by them, like we've seen a lot of times tonight.
Oh.
North Polk continues with the tough defense as that pass is tipped out of bounds by Hawksbergen.
And the North Polk student section is not taking these fouls very lightly.
Ball's inbounds to Greenfield. Greenfield with the ball now.
14 remains open down the corner.
Turnover. Pam Marker with the wide open layup.
Perfect.
61-44. 3:23 remaining in the fourth. 61-46, correction. Marker with another nope, recovered by Greenfield. Sam Carson on defense now. Matheson with the ball. Skips it over to Greenfield. Greenfield almost turns it over again. Timeout is called here by Roland-Story.
North Polk, with only 3 minutes left to play, is not showing any signs of giving up.
Full timeout here by Roland-Story. North Polk looking to battle back here after they're down 61-46 with 3.5 remaining in the game. Number 30, Carter Greenfield, has 16 for Roland-Story. Number 4, Cam Marker with 18 for the North Polk Comets. North Polk with some tough D here, looking to try to fight their way back into the game, and they're slowly but surely cutting their way into the lead.
Oh boy.
Sophomore Thomas Jones checks into the game, looking for a tough defender here, and that's exactly what you're going to get from Thomas Jones.
Thomas Jones, the only sophomore to go win this game.
Thomas Jones is a very athletic player. Look for some strong defensive plays by him, as he is a beast on defense, and he's a force to be reckoned with. Greene County will infield the ball. Roland-Story correction. Matheson open, does not take the shot, dishes out to Chesville. Matheson almost loses the ball there. Matheson, almost with the backcourt violation there.
There's a little contact back there. I do apologize for not getting the camera on it fast enough. I didn't realize he'd be back there for that long.
And we have Carsonson, Parkins, Summers, and Hawksbergen checking in the game for Sullivan, McCoy, Thomas Jones, and Cam Marker. Thomas Jones is only in for about 20 seconds.
Alrighty.
Comets with the steal, knocked out of bounds by Roland-Story.
Sam is clearly frustrated at that.
Roland-Story coach would disagree with that call, but it is still Comets ball. Hawksbergen with the ball now. Dribbles right around the Roland-Story defender. Parkins drives in, dishes it off to Summers. Summers back up top to Hawksbergen. Sam Carsonson.
Oh.
Hawksbergen misses 3 there.
Braden's been looking for those all night.
Carsonson tries to post up down there, but is not getting very much looks. As the ball swung over to Greenfield. Greenfield kicks it over into the corner to Fega. Fega drives in, tries to swing it over to Eel, knocked out of bounds. Oh, thrown out of bounds.
You know, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if Roland takes any non-3-point shots the rest of this game. They seem to have something that they're just rolling with.
They're surely looking for that 3. Matheson has seemed to slow down. He is not looking for many shots, even though he's had a lot open. Hawksbergen drives in and is blocked by Matheson. Sam Carsonson with the ball. Jump ball is called. 61-46 here, 2 minutes remaining in the fourth. Braden Hawksbergen to inbound the ball. Parkins kicks it over to Summers. Back to Hawksbergen. Braden with the floater. No good.
Oh, Summers tries for that rebound.
Matheson kicks the ball up to Fega. Back to Matheson. Over to Greenfield. Eel with the ball now. Long pass to Matheson. Matheson kicks it over to Greenfield for another 3. No good. Sam Carsonson does not come up with the board, but instead Chesville does. The offensive rebound. Sam Carsonson with the foul there. 1:24 remaining. 61-46. Roland-Story. And at this point, it does not look like the North Polk Comets are going to be able to come back into the game. But they continue to fight hard, and they still want to cut into that lead and try to bring it into a close game. Greenfield will be at the line. 1-1 here. Jevin Sullivan checks in for Quinton MacArthur.
You know, number 30 has put up 16 points on the night.
Thomas Jones back in the game here for Quinton Summers.
You know, outside of the seniors, North Polk has played 1 junior, 1 freshman, and 1 sophomore. The rest have been seniors, showing clearly how important seniors are to this team.
Sam Carson with the rebound. Pam Marker with the ball now. Kicks it over to Jevin Sullivan. Sullivan with the nice moves there. Hop steps in, throws it up, call a travel.
Yeah, maybe took 1 too many steps down there. I can't really argue with that.
Turnover, another North Polk turnover, as sophomore Luke Maring is checked in the game, and so is sophomore Hunter Mannock.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining. 61-46 as North Polk is putting in the reserves. Cam Marker's checked out of the game. Tough defense here by Mannock. Greenfield with the ball. Skips it over to Eel. Eel drives right around Mannock. Mccoy with the foul. A minute remaining. 61-46. Clay Warner is checking in the game, and the crowd is going crazy.
Oh, senior Clay Warner, the heart and soul of North Polk, coming into the game. This is a big moment as the crowd is taken to their feet, and I can't blame them.
Ovation here for Clay Warner as Clay's checked into the game. Line up here. Try to rebound these free throws.
You know, this is truly inspiring. Clay has been on the team all 4 years. He went to every lifting and cares about basketball a lot. This here was LeBron James.
Greenfield with the ball. Back over to Eel. Up top to Greenfield. Kicks it to Matheson. Foul by Hunter Mannock. 61-46, 53 seconds remaining in the game. Comets here are going to look to pass the ball to Clay Warner if they get a chance at the ball.
Well, that's going to be good.
Makes the first. Gets himself a second free throw here. 62-46, 53 seconds remaining in the game. Greenfield here at the line. Second one is good. North Polk to inbound the ball. Hunter Mannock taking the ball.
Comets are certainly looking for Clay
Warner open
down
in
low.
the corner. Clay Warner with the shot. And it's good! Clay Warner with the Clay Warner with the mid-range shot. Clay Warner with his first varsity basketball points.
On their feet.
Everybody is on their feet for Clay Warner. That is amazing. Clay Warner with his first varsity points for North Polk.
Wow.
And that is just amazing. You love to see it.
Incredible, incredible.
Both sides are ecstatic. He's getting a standing ovation from the whole crowd here.
Roland-Story might have won the game, but Clay Warner won our
Clay
hearts.
Warner has just won over the whole crowd with his first varsity points. The whole crowd and even the both teams here are cheering as Roland-Story wins the game 63-48.
I gotta say, look at that right there, that right there. That's what a team looks like.
Even though Roland-Story got the win, North Polk cannot be happier that Clay Warner has got his first varsity points.
Absolutely.
With the pull-up mid-range in the corner. That is just amazing.
Warms my heart. After the game, I'm going to have to go congratulate Clay. That was incredible.
Roland-Story moves to 7-10 as North Polk falls to 4-11 here. Thank you for tuning in.
I would just like to say, what an incredible game from both sides. Obviously, Roland-Story dominated the game from the three-point line as the final score 48-63. However, it cannot go unsaid about Warner's points. All right, that meant a lot to the team. That meant a lot. What a fitting end to a senior night. I would just like to thank everyone for tuning in. That is the conclusion of our first ever North Polk broadcast. Make sure to subscribe. Maybe hit that like button if you're feeling it. Definitely hit that bell so you get the notifications when a new thing comes out. And make sure to spread the word. Alrighty, and with that, we would like to end our coverage of North Polk basketball.